Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. So in today's video, I'll be sharing some meal ideas. These are some meals I made over the last week, and I just wanted to share them with you to give you some inspiration or motivation or something of that sort. So I would appreciate if you have not subscribed, if you would consider doing that, if this is the type of thing that interests you. I post videos twice a week about homemaking and motherhood, and I have some exciting videos coming up, a room remodel and mom hacks and things like that. So if you want to be notified too of when I post new videos, maybe if you would consider hitting the notification bell, I think that would let you know when I post something. So let's see, to start out today, on this day I was very busy. We had a very busy day running around, so I wanted to do something really fast. What I did was I had some beef, I guess it was beef kibasi in the fridge, and so I cut that up. I had canned potatoes, like everything was really fast and easy, and I diced them up, fried them with seasonings. I think I put paprika, garlic, salt and pepper, and then on the side I made some broccoli, so you'll see that too. Now to the broccoli, I added some lemon juice and salt and pepper and garlic, I believe, and I sauteed it in butter. Okay, so on this next day, you'll see I did something extremely dumb, which I would not recommend to anyone. And I think you know where this is going. You see I'm not using a guard because I didn't think I would need it. Okay, so obviously I did need the guard. So after I sliced the tip of one of my fingers off, I just continued slicing the zucchini. I actually wound up making the slices a little bit smaller. And then what I did was I layered them in a bowl with paper towels and salt. I was salting the layers as I added them. You see I have the salt shaker there. And I just put that in the fridge the salt works to draw out the moisture. And if I skip this step, it really gets like this is zucchini lasagna, and it really will get very wet and just be very watery in the end. So it really does help to do this step. Okay, so here I'm just browning some meat, and this step is totally unnecessary. If you want it to be vegetarian, just leave this part out. And here, I think I wound up adding a little over a full can of sauce, a jar, because I had a little bit left over from another meal. And I just mixed this together, and then I let it sit on the stove for a little while so the moisture or the liquids can evaporate a little bit more, because otherwise, like I said, this lasagna can be very wet. Okay, so here I cracked an egg in the bowl, and I just had 2 small containers of cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is, I used to hate it, but it actually works almost as a dupe, I guess you could say, for ricotta cheese if you put it in the freezer. So I put it in the freezer and then let it thaw, and it was so much more the consistency of ricotta cheese versus just using it straight from the refrigerator. And it would probably work out even better if you blended it. That's if you don't like the consistency of cottage cheese. So you can really just play with this, add whatever. I added cheddar and mozzarella cheese to it, and now I took the zucchini out of the fridge, and you'll see the paper towels are very wet, so it really did take out a lot of the water, which was awesome. It still wound up wet in the end, but that's just the nature of this dish. So here I'm just layering it, and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so that was it, and I just served it with a simple slice of whole wheat bread with butter, and surprisingly, the kids really actually like this dish. For this next meal that I made, I am starting with cornbread so I could have it in the oven while I was preparing the franks and beans. And this is the best cornbread recipe I have found, and I make it every time I make cornbread. I use this recipe. So I did tweak it a little bit, and I'll put the measurements about what I use in the description box below. So as you see, I just fry up the franks, I slice them, fry them, and this dish is really, it could not get more simple. I don't even have to season it because I use the baked beans, and I wait till the hot dogs get a little bit browned, and then I use the can of baked beans, and that has plenty of flavor. And then I just add a little barbecue sauce. You could make it fancier and add a little tomato sauce as well. I like to sometimes add peppers and onions. That makes it really good as well, but this was a hit. Okay, so here I am just making a baked ziti. I don't know if my noodles were actually ziti or not, but anyway. And I just put in a bowl, I started mixing the sauce, which was egg, ricotta cheese, and mozzarella cheese. I forget what else I added, but I'll get back to that. And then I fried up some frozen peppers and onions and seasoned them. Okay, so here I'm also adding Parmesan cheese and a little milk and garlic and pepper, salt. I think I added Italian seasoning, and you can really just do whatever you want with this dish, but that's what I did. I did choose to add the vodka sauce as opposed to just regular tomato sauce because I do prefer the flavor of the vodka sauce. Now, because my husband is not a fan of baked ziti, I also had on the side some vegetables, broccoli and mushroom with some seasonings. I also gave the kids some plain noodles with the vegetables, and normally I don't like to make a bunch of things separate for everybody, but that's just what I wound up doing tonight. And then I fried up some pork for my husband who doesn't like baked ziti, and actually what I did was I seared it in some olive oil. I used a seasoning rub I had left over from something else, which had a bunch of different seasonings, plus I think a little brown sugar. And I rubbed that on, and then I just seasoned the other side with what I had. And I seared all of the sides, and then I baked it in the oven, covered for, I don't know, a while. And my husband kept raving about it, how it was cooked to perfection. He kept saying, "How did you cook this so good?" So I definitely think I succeeded in making this pork. And that was the last dish I have for this video. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video and for being subscribed to my channel and for supporting me. I really appreciate it. So thanks again, and I will see you all next time. Bye.